Thank you. All right, so welcome to today's training on billing and sales order, turning your AI workforce into recurring revenue, and of course, taking full control of payments, orders, and subscription. Now, my name is Lali, your presenter for today, and I have Andrew with me too, my co-host, who will be helping me with the questions for today's session. Now, some housekeeping before we get started. Now, this session will be recorded as usual, so you can always catch the replay after the session, all right? Clicking on the link, which Andrew will be helping me to publish on screen. Fabulous, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, watch it here, click on the link. All right, and next, if you do have any question for today's session, I will invite you to put your question in the Q&A tab. I will come back at the end of the session to answer to your questions that you may have. Alrighty. Now, before we go into the session itself, I would like to conduct a poll. All right, I'll have Andrew to publish a poll for me on screen if you can. Thank you. All right. How do you bill your customers currently? All right, if you can put in your option, do you charge or bill your clients via platform, Vendasta Payment? Do you bill outside? Or you are fairly new, yet to set up the Vendasta Payment, or you have not set up or start any billing? Fabulous, thank you for all the input. So I can see a lot of you has already set up Vendasta Payment using Vendasta Payment as your processor, merchant processor. We have some that is collection outside, and we have about 10% of you who are new, welcome. And some of you that's yet to bill any to your customer. Fabulous, so definitely this session will be great for all of you and to learn about how you can set up Vendasta Payment, start your billing, all in the Vendasta Payment system. Alrighty, now let's jump on to Partner Center, which we're going to kickstart for today's session on billing as well as ordering. Now allow me to share another tab with you. Okay, so now on this tab, I'm currently on the demo account in Partner Center. Now, the first thing that I'd like to show you is how do you set up your Vendasta Payment so that it allows you to charge your clients from the platform. Now, from Partner Center, all right, I will ask you to scroll down all the way to the end, which is the last tab, Administration here. Clicking on Administration, okay, give me a quick minute, all right. So we want to go down all the way to Common Settings, which you will see Vendasta Payment, right? So for those who are new, have yet to set up Vendasta Payment, this is where you're going to set up your Vendasta Payment. Now, on this page itself, you will want to set up your Stripe account, right? So we have a partnership with Stripe. So once you charge your clients, Stripe will then accept payment from your clients and subsequently banking to your bank. So what you need to do is just click on this Set Up Stripe Account button. That will then bring you to the registration for or to set up a Stripe account. Now, bear in mind some of the important in terms of information that you may need for your setup with Stripe will be, for example, your business information, like your EIN number for those of you who are located in US, or your CRA business account number if you are located in Canada itself. So these are some of the basic information they will require during the setup itself. Now, after you have successfully set up the Stripe account, right, just be reminded that any transaction that you do charge through, there will be a 2.9% plus a 30% per card transaction fee that will be payable to Stripe. Similarly, there'll be a 1% direct debit transaction fee that's going back to Stripe too. Now, on the other hand, if today you have a Stripe account and you like to use your current existing Stripe account, yes, you can do that. You can simply click on Connect an existing Stripe account. Now, once you do click on the button, something I will highlight to you will be the processing fee. If you bring your own Stripe account, there will be an extra platform fee of 0.75% transaction plus your current existing fee that you will need to pay, right? So that's something for you to consider. After that, you can just click on Connect and you are able to connect or sync your Stripe account to the platform. So that's how easy you set up your Stripe account on the platform. Now, within in terms of the setup, they will also be asking you which is your receiving bank account that you want Stripe to bank in the money. So make sure you put in the detail accurately. And lastly, you'll also be asking you, what do you want the charges to appear on your customer account? So usually we want to put our agency name. Okay. All right. So much about setting up the Stripe payment, or rather the Vendasta payment. Now, after you have set up the Vendasta payment, what I want to show you next is to set up the billing settings in the account before you charge your clients. Now, what we can do now is go back to the navigator section here. We'll want to go into an account. Right? So any account that you want to start activating product for them, is always a good habit for us to go into the specific account. For example, I have a test account here. Okay. And we want to go into billing settings. All right? Always do the billing settings before you activate products. That's my recommendation to you. Now, under the billing settings, right, by default under subscription, you'll be turned on, right? The turning on this subscription is basically when you do activate product, the system will capture what you order as a wholesale price, as well as reflecting what is you're going to charge to your clients as a retail price, which I'm going to show you in another screen later. Now, apart from subscription, if you scroll down further, you're able to see subscription scheduling. Now, when do you want the system to charge your clients? Take, for example, there's two options here that you can see. One is to charge based on subscription start date, means when you activate the product. For example, we activate today, which is 16th of June. Next month, in July the 16th, the system will charge your clients accordingly based on the renewal date. Now, the second option you have will be use a specific renewal date. So what it means, if today you have many products that's activated for your clients, and your clients say, hey, can you charge me based on one invoice or one time per month? That's what you can do, is to use a specific renewal date to charge your clients. Now, you will then allows you to choose a particular day of the month to charge your clients accordingly. Okay. Now, one thing that I want to highlight to you, if you do use this to charge your clients on a specific renewal date, bear in mind, Vendasta will still be charging you wholesales based on the product activation date. You are just delaying or prolonging the charges to your clients. So what it does is the system will collate the past 30 days product renewal into one invoice or one charge to your clients. So make sure, all right, for this particular customer that you're going to charge them one time a month is a good paymaster, right? Because you are paying Vendasta way ahead and you're just delaying the payment from your client. So make sure they are a good paymaster to do this. All right. Subsequently, will be payment collection, the next section. Now, this system allows you to collect manually. Say, for example, some of you who is collecting outside of the Vendasta system, or you may be collecting a check from your clients, so you are doing a manual collection. Else, most of us, or likewise, I'll recommend you to use the automated payment collection. What it means is the system will automatically collect payment from your clients on a recurring monthly basis. So you do not need to worry about when do I need to charge A client, B client, C client. Let the system do the work for you automatically. All right. So if we click on automatic as a payment collection, all right, you will then scroll down to the bottom, subscription renewal. We want to click on automatically charge payment on file. Means you are instructing the system to charge directly to the credit card of your clients, the retail price, whenever the product renew by itself. Okay. For the time being, I'm not able to show you because I'm on a demo account. I do not have the Vendasta payment set up. All right. So therefore, just to recap, if today you want the system to collect payment from your clients automatically on a recurring basis, or we call it subscription billing, make sure you turn business payment collection as automatic, and under the subscription renewal, click on automatically charge payment on file. right? That would be two of the steps that you need to do. Now, at the end of it, if you do want to leave a memo for your clients on the receipt or the invoice, right, you can always type over the memo here, like, thank you for your business, right? Now, if you go to the right-hand side, which is billing recipient, you want to, right, click on which is the receiver or the recipient of the account that you want to send the receipt to or the invoice to, okay? Take, for example, the username, right? Subsequently, if you do want to add on any additional recipient, you're most welcome to do that, okay? Lastly, payment method, right? So this is where if today you have connected with Vendasta Payment and you want to collect direct payment from them from the credit card, you will have option to add in the credit card details, right, over here. Now, if today you do not have the credit card detail, don't worry. When you do activate or start a order for a product, the system will generate an invoice and email to the user accordingly, and will ask them for their payment in terms of credit card details. And subsequently, the system will then charge directly to the card and capture the details of the card accordingly and save it under payment option for you. So another thing, that's hands off of you. Let the system do the work for you. All right. At the end of it, you're able to see your billing summary as to what you have instructed the system to do for you. Right. So this is billing settings. Always set up your billing settings before you activate product for your clients. Now, the next thing is activating products, creating a sales order. So what do we do? Same thing. In the account page, we will go to the extreme left where you can see overview tab, right? So this is the account page. Now, we want to go down to product under create order to order product for your clients. So take, for example, we will click on create order. Now, before I go into this, there are three methods that you can create orders for your clients in the system. One is through the account page, which I'm going to show you shortly. Now, for some of you who likes to work from CRM, for example, you can also create order from the company page. For example, we're going into the companies page in the CRM. On the extreme right, we want to scroll down to orders. All right, that's where you can create a sales order. Now, that's the second method. The third option will be going down to commerce tab and click on orders. You're also able to create the orders from this tab. So 3 ways for you to choose how you want to create an order or activate products for your clients. Now, for my preference, I like to go back to my account page. So let me go back to account page for my orders. Account, manage account, all right? Find the respective account that you like to activate the product. And I'll go into the product page, create orders. Right? If today you have created an order previously and you have not activated it, you will save as a draft for you. As what you can see here, you can open as a last draft. Right? If today I just want to create a new order to show you, I can click on create new order. All right, under the create new order, you can see it's still drafted. I will then select items. All right. So we have, in Vendasta, we have some AI package. So that, for example, we want to activate the AI package for our clients, which is the AI workforce package for agency, broker, automotive, home services. So for example, today, I'm going to activate this product for our home services clients. I'll click on activation and click on select. Okay, and then you're able to see within the AI workforce packages, it encompasses all this product that you can see here. It will automatically shown forth in this order page for you. You will see the quantity, the wholesale price that Vendasta will charge you when you activate this package, as well as what will be the retail price to the clients. Okay. Now I know that you can see all zero. It's all zero here. I think because this is a demo page or demo account, so you'll see that there may be some in terms of somebody play around with this package and put it as zero, right? But usually you appear with a retail price, okay? All right, now, speaking of that, like I mentioned, you can always come into the package to change the pricing since somebody has changed it to zero. So if today I want to change 0 to a payable retail price, I can always click on the blue hyperlink, right? You open a change price for you. I will then be able to put the original price or the price you determine to sell to your clients. Take for example, right? So if, for example, I want to sell it at $100, oopsie, not 1,000, I'll do a save. Okay, so you can see how it shows forth here as $100 for this product itself. But in the actual package itself, it will have the definite in terms of package price and a breakdown of all the product pricing by itself, right? Now, one more thing I want to highlight to you will be under the package price, if you click on the three dots at the end, you're able to remove the whole package from this order, or you can edit the package details. Take for example, you can make a change to the package name if you want, or you can also change in terms of the item visibility when this order is activated, how this, when your clients receive the invoice or the receipt, how you want the items or package to be visible to them. So you can have customer cannot see content or price, or you allow the customers to see both the content as well as the price, or you want to do is customer to see content but not the price, right? So these are the many in terms of option that you can choose from. Okay, all right. So apart from activating a package, right, you can also from the order page add on individual items if you want, right, from the marketplace. So if you want to add on product, we can just go under the product page, right? So these are the many products that we have. Whenever you see a product that has a blue box and a thick, means this product is currently existing in the account itself. Okay, so that you don't do a dual or double ordering. Okay, so for example, if you want to order a website for them, I will type on website as a search bar. You will see all the website in terms of SKU items will be reflected here. Like for example, I want to order a templated website for them. I will click on templated website and click on select. Now, under this templated website, you can see it comes along with two required items or required add-on, which is website support and website hosting. So this is a full package. Say, for example, I want to activate for them. Now, in any way that you want to segregate package A, which is the AI workforce package, and you want to have a package, set up a package for the website product, you can do that. For example, you can go into the templated website, go to the end of the three dots. You can use this constructor to create a package in this page itself. So I will add a package, click on a new package, put in the package name, take for example, website, all right? And I allow my clients to see the content, but not the price. Take for example, I'll do a confirm, right? A package will then be instantly created, right? Oh, sorry, did I put a edit package? Not template, it should be website, sorry. Pardon me, oopsie. Website, take for example, I will confirm it. All right, so we have second package within the order as package, package as website. I can then add on all this product into the package. What I can do is click on the three dots, add to package, select the relevant package. For example, this is for website. I'll click on website. All right, and the website support, same thing. I want to add it into the package. I will add into the website package. So from here, you're able to see all this item here will be under the package for website. All right. Once you have done that, we are almost good to go to order the product. Now, the last thing I want to highlight to you, if you do see any hyperlink here that say automatically renew, it gives you an option to basically bill them automatically until you cancel the product. Else, if any of your clients would tell you, hey, I just want 6 months for this particular product, just charge me for 6 months. So an easy way for you, all right, through the system to set a 6 month as a order period, you can go to start date, all right. Sorry, before that, click on fixed number of payment. right? You will then select the start date, take for example, tomorrow, 17th of June, and the number of months, right? You can just change to 6 months. So the estimated end date will be December the 17th, where the system will cancel the product from the account, right? So that's another way that you can streamline your workflow, all right? So this is just an example. I'll not do that. So once you're ready, we can then process order. Because this is not connected to Vendasta payment, therefore, once I click this confirm, you will activate the product onto the system, okay? If today you have Vendasta payment activated, it will then show you 3 options. One is to charge to the card on file, one is to skip payment. So make sure you select the option accordingly after you click on process order. So once we have clicked on process order, you are able to see the system is now starting the activation of the products in the account page. So what I can do is we can go into the account page. Under overview, you can see all the products are slowly kicking in to become activated on the account itself. So some of the product may take a slightly longer time, just have it allowed it probably a few minutes for it to be activated. Else, you are almost welcome to click on the refresh page to refresh the page accordingly. Now, after we do this, right, of activation of products, we want to go into the subscription page. Okay, so you can see under the subscription page, currently it's a manual collection. As I mentioned, Vendasta payment is not connected. However, from this page, you're able to see what are the products that's been activated on this account, what's the retail price that you'll be charging your clients for. Similarly, the same product range that we have activated will also reflect under the wholesale page, which you can also track how much Vendasta will be charging you into your bank account as the wholesale cost, right? So this is a very good in terms of page for you to see what could be charging, what you are going to charging to your clients as a retail and what Vendasta is charging you as a wholesale cost. So this 2 section comes because we have under the billing settings, you remember, we have turned on subscription, right? This is for your tracking. So you turn it on. Once you order products, the products will reflect in both of this section, right? So it's a good point to turn that up. Now, under the retail section here, let me just check what I have to go through with you, make sure I do not miss any pages here or items. All right, under the subscription page, you can make some modification under the retail section. Take for example, if today for citation builder, just giving you an example, if you want to change the next invoice date, currently we're going to invoice them on July the 16th. If your client say, hey, can you invoice me 2 days later for any of the products or package, you can always click on the specific product. Take for example, edit next invoice date. All right, we will then be able to change it, say 2 days later, right, on the 18th, and do a save. So you can see from there, the next invoice date is then updated to become July the 18th. So that's what you can do in terms of changes. Now, on the other hand, if today they say, hey, or you yourself as an owner, you want to make some adjustment, for example, to the subscription, you can click on edit subscription. If today you want to give them a discount, for example, or make some changes to the pricing, right? You can just put as, say, for example, $20, okay? You can then update the price accordingly here based on product, right? And similarly, under this page, right, if you want to add on any setup fee, you can put in the number here. And likewise, you want to give them a discount for this specific product, you can also click on add a discount, give a name to the discount, whether the discount you want to give as a fixed amount, say for example $5, or you want to give as a percentage. This is where you can put as a percentage how many percent they want to give them as a discount, and what's the duration for this discount. So this is where you can do some tweak or change to the subscription based on what you have set up earlier. Okay, cool. Now I know I have gone through a fair bit, before I move on, if you can give me some thumbs up, you are following me along and you're finding what I've covered so far is helpful or useful to you. That would be a good checkpoint for me. Thank you. Fabulous. Thank you for the thumbs up. Alrighty. So that's about subscription. Okay. Now, if today, all right, the last bit of the subscription I want to highlight to you will be if you scroll up to the top of subscription, you're able to see preview next invoice, right? If today you allowed the system to send them an invoice, you're able to see what's coming next. This is based on all the products in terms of renewal date. So for example, July the 12th, we're able to see the invoice of what is the product that we'll be charging your clients for, right? And similarly, if you want to see the next invoice, right, that would be based on 17, 16, 18. You choose to invoice accordingly to see what's the invoice, what's the product encompassed in them, and how much is it be. Okay, all right. So that will be how you can also use the preview version or to preview the next invoice for your own understanding. All right, so much about that. So in the account page, we have gone through ordering a product in the overview page, right? In this section here, we have, of course, beforehand, we have came into billing setting to make sure we set up the recurring billing settings accordingly, right? Before we activate products. And similarly, you can always see what you have put into the system as a subscription billing or what you have activated for them in the subscription page, and with the element where you can do some tweaking to the pricing as well as changing the next invoice date. All right, apart from that, anytime that you do have any invoice for this particular account, you can look into this section under invoice. And if you're collecting payment from the Vendasta system, you're able to see what's the payment status so far that's been collected from this particular account inside. And if you do issue any credit notes to this account, you're able also to check what are the credit notes that you have given to this account thus far, right? So what we did here so far is based on account base, okay? Now, the next section that I'm going to bring you to will be under commerce. Now, under the commerce tab, that's all relating to your orders and billings. If you click on the orders tab, you're able to see a collation of all the orders that you have generated for all the accounts in Partner Center. You're able to see under all, or you can look into what are those that's been approved, those that is cancelled, or any of the status, all right, of the orders that you can see here, okay? Right, so from this page, you can see what's the order number for which account, what's the status so far. If today there is fulfillment forms, for example, you are getting our Vendasta services to do some, say for example, fulfillment for you, like building the website, they will also highlight to you details needed, means you need to fill up a fulfillment form. And who is the salesperson who created the orders, okay? So that's order for all the orders you have generated. Now, for subscription, similarly, this will be all the subscription that you have kickstart, all right, for all the accounts within Partner Center for yourself, okay? So you can scroll through. Now, invoices, similar, all the invoices that you have generated thus far for your clients, all right? Whenever you see there is this icon here, right, which is like a it's like a refresh icon. It basically tells you that this invoice is on a recurring basis, right? It's not a one-time invoice. Means you have set up a recurring invoice or payment charges to your clients on a recurring monthly basis, okay? All right, so under the paid, for example, oh yeah, because this is a demo, sorry, I'm unable to show you that. Okay, so anything that you need to say make changes to any invoice is only in the draft mode that you can make changes. Anything else, once you have activated the invoice, you will just have to archive the invoice and recreate one, okay? Now, moving on will be payment. So once you have connected the Vendasta payment, right, and charging your clients from the system, you are able to keep track of all the payments that has been charged to your clients collected by Stripe. Okay? You're able to see the status of the payment. And similarly, once the collection of the payment that has been collected by Stripe, you will then be able to come into the payout section here to see, right, when is Stripe going to pay you for the collection that they have collected from your clients, right? This will be receiving payment from your clients and when Stripe will be paying you out. Now, the credit notes section would be any time that you do create or give your clients any credit notes, you're able to monitor all the credit notes from this section itself, right? So that's so much about commerce. All right, so before we end today's session, the last bit that I want to highlight to you will be in administration. Now, under administration, all right, I want to point your eyes to my billing, right? So under my billing, it will be your details, your billing context, which is usually the administrator or the owner of the agency. All right. And anytime that you do want to change a credit card, take for example, the A credit card is expiring, you want to refresh or update a new credit card, you can always do it on your own. Just click on add a payment method or edit to change a card details. Right. So this card will be the card that Vendasta Finance or the Vendasta system will charge to you to this card for any products you activate for your own or for your clients as a wholesale price, right? Now, moving downwards, you're able to see by purchase. Now, under this section, every day you are able to see there are some charges or some items that has a product renewal. So be even for example, on June the 16th, there are 9 products charged to this card for $521. So you may wonder, what are these 9 products? You can simply just click on any blank space. It will then open up the details for these 9 products, and you're able to see this is for the accounts. For example, the one that we just activated earlier for the specific demo account of mine, and you also show forth to you what products is it for, all right, that we are charging you for. And similarly, this will be the amount that Vendasta will be charging to your card as the wholesale price for the products. Okay, so this is how you can keep track what is being charged to your card on a daily basis. Now, that's under payment. Now, you can also use this My Billing page to see what are the accounts that currently you have activated product and how much will be in terms of the estimated charges based on the product activated. Else, you are also able to use active subscription. For example, a specific product. Take for example, we have conversation AI. Take for example. Okay, you want to check which are the accounts that we have created or activated conversation AI. So once you put in the filter search bar, they will then automatically pull in all the account that has the different edition of conversation AI. So that's another quick check for you whenever you want to check which are the products that I have activated, what's the number of that conversation AI, and what version I've created. This is a quick look into it using active subscription. Now, the last in terms of tab that I will ask of you to say, for example, you want to keep track on per month basis, estimated how much Vendasta will be charging you for, you can always click on estimated usage. So the system will then do a collation, right, based on the usage in June itself. This will be the products that have been activated, and this will be the estimated charges that Vendasta will be charging to your credit card for wholesale price, right? So that's about my billings. Now, I will go back to administration, just one more tab out. I want to bring your eyes to report. Now, some of you may want to download your monthly billing report, all right, to keep track on what you have spent on a monthly basis or to submit it for, say, for example, your annual revenue submission to your revenue agency. You can always click on reports, right, and download the monthly reports accordingly based on CSV file, right? And lastly will be financial documents. If today you find that tracking by my billings, what I've shown you earlier, is too tedious, you can always come back to financial documents under sales invoice, or the invoices that Vendasta has charged to you for wholesale price. You are able to see all the invoices here. Okay, so for example, you can click on the 3 dots, you can view the PDF invoice, or download it. Like for example, if you click on view, let's see whether it bring me there because it's just a test account. So you can see, all right, this will be the invoice that Vendasta has sent to you for charging into your credit card for. Okay, so that's another way that you can keep tab of what is coming along to your credit card. Okay, so, oh, sorry, I have stopped sharing. All right, so I think that will be the end for administration. Now, what I'm going to do now is to have question and answer. So I know some of you have put some question into the chat. I will have Andrew, all right, to share some of the question with me, and I'll answer accordingly. Thank you. Excuse me. All right, so we have Will that is that transaction fee both way, deposit and withdraw? If I'm interpreting correctly, you're talking about the Stripe fee, right? So is whenever there's a transaction that happens, Stripe will be charging you for.
No charge for the withdrawals.
Yeah. So this would be a deposit. Yeah, anything you charge to your clients, there would be a transaction fee.
No charge.
Okay. Okay, we have David. If we change the date for our clients' recurring payment, will it be prorated based on their original sign-up time? The difference between the original sign-up time and the new date that we set for payment processing. All right, so basically, good question. Okay, one is Vendasta will still charge you as what you have set up for. When you change the date, is basically you're just moving the date. It's not a prorating. You're just changing the date to a further date, and the original amount was still charged as usual based on the invoice date or the renewal of the product. So it's not prorated. Okay, we can have the next question.
That's it for questions.
Okay, all right. I understand from Andrew. That's all for the question for today. Fabulous. Alrighty. Now, what I'm going to do now is to share back my screen. Okay, give me a quick minute. Training Tuesday. Share screen. Okay, allow me to pull up my slide. Oopsie. Okay, we are going to. Oh, sorry. Give me a quick minute. I'm not seeing my slide from my end.
Hey, Lily, it actually looks like if we have time, there is one more question from Jim Montague. He's wondering if you might be able to show the send for client approval process or what that looks like for sending a sales order. Would you be able to quickly go over that?
Out of it. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I accidentally exit out from the meeting itself. Allow me to share my screen again. Sorry about that.
Lily, I don't know if you heard me before you got kicked out. We do have one more question. Jim was wondering if you could show us how to send an order to client for review before it gets actually turned on. If you could just show that workflow, I think that would be really useful.
Sure thing.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Okay. All right. Let me just share the screen again. Thank you, Nathan. Okay. So for you to share the order to your clients, take for example, we'll just go back to account page, manage account. All right. Take for example, let's do that again. All right. We'll go into a draft. Okay, for example, this order that I have that's yet to be sent out to or sent up for ordering. So you can see submit for customer approval. All right, there's this option here for you. All right, you can always click on this, submit for customer approval. Once you click on it, you're able to select the contact person. Take for example, when's the expiry date of this order? Take for example, end of the month. and it allows you to have a preview on how this order will look like, what does it entails, what's the product, what's the retail price to them. And of course, you'll also need your clients to do agreement, right? To agree to buy this product and allow the system to charge to the credit card accordingly. So once they agree, the system will then charge the product into the credit card, and the product will be activated automatically. Right? If Vendasta payment has been set up and you have set up recurring subscription billing with it automatically charged. Right? I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, that's perfect. And just so you know, we don't see it here, Jim, but it's there will be a little box that says require payment on that on this screen we see here if you have Vendasta payments connected, and then that will put that credit card piece in the email.
Fabulous.
Thanks, Lily, for answering that. I think that's all.
Fabulous. All righty. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my screen. Share the screen. All right, so I skipped one slide. We have done the question and answer. So what's next? Do reminder, this Thursday, on June the 18th, we have our sales and strategy with Vendasta. We have Johan, which is our senior outbound acquisition manager, who will be presenting to us outbound on autopilot, how to get our AE out of their inbox and back on calls to be effective. All right, so do sign up if you have not. I will ask Andrew to flash the registration link on the screen, all right, which you can see now. Register now for our Thursday sales and strategy webinar with Johan. Now, upcoming next week, Thursday, same time, again, and same channel, we have our AI Jumpstart, and this session will be conducted by Nathan. We'll be talking to you about our new product, which is just launched recently, Vendasta Vibe, right? How do you use the app builder within business app to build website, to build dashboard, to build workflow without a code, just using a prompt, all right? Using the chat function in Vendasta Vibe. So definitely come back for this session, and we'll also be inviting our senior product manager, Deborah, to join the session, who will be answering to any question that you may have regarding Vendasta Vibe. Fabulous, all right? And most importantly, thank you everyone for joining me in today's session. Look forward to having you for this Thursday sales and strategy webinar, and likewise seeing you back here next week, same time, same channel, and on AI Jumpstart. Thank you everyone, and you have a fabulous day ahead. See you again. Thank you.